Hello, everybody. I'm just doing a simple stream today for the Nintendo Direct. My meeting got canceled, thankfully, so I am able to do it. And we are live already. Okay. I got my clown makeup ready. Let's go. Genealogy Remake. Come on. Not streaming to Twitch, by the way. I don't want to ruin people's stream streaks. Especially because I said I wasn't gonna. Okay. Dragon Quest. There's a lot of newer, more modern Dragon Quest games I should really check out, to be honest. I enjoyed Sentinels of the Starry Skies, but I haven't really played a lot of them since. Some of the remakes looked pretty good. Felix says Clueless. Me? I should be tweeting this out, and I did not.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, so please tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake from Square Enix.
That's right, I think I announced this a long time ago. I thought this was already out for some reason, though.
What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited
let me just tweet this really quickly.
In the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
That looks like Fire Emblem. Hello, Hydri.
Zero.
Also, Mary Sue, of course. Thanks for joining. Hope the volume's good.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate.
This reminds me of Persona. I don't know if this is inspired by Persona or if it's the same developers behind
into
it.
A subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep.
I feel like I've never heard of this
psyche.
series before, though.
And solve mind-bending
puzzles definitely really looks
in
like
an
Persona.
explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files.
What an interesting
launches
name.
on the Nintendo Switch system.
No sleep
July
for main
25th.
character name.
Unleash the supernatural.
Okay. Matt is asking, will anything beat the reveal / opener of Fire Emblem Fates, though? That's true. That trailer was amazing. It was so amazing, in fact, that the game could never really live up to it.
RPG
the amount of hype that I felt in that trailer was
remastered
insane.
HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
I don't know
Set
this
in the
game.
capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raidou Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective.
He looks familiar,
But
though.
Unbeknownst to others,
This
he
guy.
also fights alongside demons as a devil
Oh,
summoner.
because it's... Okay.
To protect the capital, Raidou
TMS.
must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
I'm sorry, SMT.
Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point Then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful.
This is reminding me of
outside
Tales of
battle.
Symphonia 2.
And
Dawn of the New
powers
World.
are helpful in finding solutions during
The
investigation.
combat's very like Tales of, and in that game you also did recruit monsters as well and use them to help you fight. I wonder, in retrospect, if that game was inspired by Shin Megami
As he
Tensei.
uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core.
What's up, Nora FE? Sorry about that.
Remastered. The mystery
I just didn't
of
want to
the
ruin
Soulless
people's streaks on
Army
Twitch.
launches on Nintendo Switch.
I probably
June
should have also
19th.
streamed to Twitch, to be honest, because
Pre-orders
there's probably a lot of
begin
people that are not going to get
later
notified of
today
this.
on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
Why does it look like Legend of Zelda?
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger?
Isn't that
Moored in a
Pac-Man? Isn't Pac-Man
mysterious,
Puck?
maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
What is this?
As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world.
They did a level
By
99
examining
episode,
your
which is a show where they
surroundings,
take
you can face
series
it
and make
combine
like a
with Puck
3D animation
to
from it.
explore areas you couldn't
Yeah,
reach
this is
before.
Pac-Man.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile.
It was basically like this.
When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily
I'm sorry,
fuse
Secret
into
Level.
the Gaia
Secret Level's the
form
show.
to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then
Weird
be used
modern
to
Pac-Man,
enhance your abilities.
basically. Where are the ghosts? Show me the ghosts.
Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Interesting the fact that it has no Pac-Man in the title or anything related to it as well.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata Pata Patapon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack.
That's interesting. I've never seen this game
And if
before
you
in my
string
life.
together combos with good timing.
Hello, Isaiah.
The Patapons enter fever
Fuck,
mode
man.
and get a big boost in power.
Spherical Stranger. Pac-Man got lore, bro. I know, it's like...
To the shield
I don't know if that's like a
Sagittapon.
modern
Build up your
reframing of
battalion
Pac-Man
to
and they're
take
just
on
kind of
hordes
sticking with
of
that now
fierce
and going
foes.
forward with that, or if there was actual lore like earlier on with Pac-Man.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat
But
of your own
that
drum.
episode of that secret level show that I watched was very much like what we just saw in that trailer.
Lead the Patapons and march forth. When Patapon 1
Except I think
plus 2
Pac-Man was
replay
evil. That
launches
show.
on
I
Nintendo
think
Switch,
Pac-Man kind of
July
used the main
11th.
character and tricked them and they died at the end.
Welcome to Zephyrtown, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley.
Zephyr Town. Why does
This
that
is
seem
where
familiar
your new
too?
life begins.
Okay. When it first started, I was like, that looks vaguely Pokemon-ish.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Someone's gonna be thrilled about this. I haven't played like farming life sim
10-tier
games in a long
farm
time
while
though.
growing crops and caring for animals.
Was never. I know a lot of people love Harvest Moon, but I was never huge on
Then
Harvest
sell
Moon.
your produce and other wares at the
I guess
town's
I'm just more of
weekly
an Animal
bazaar.
Crossing person.
As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once
Hey,
famous
Audrey.
market regain its former
And Chip,
splendor.
welcome Chip.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend
Let me do
more
a sound
time
check
with
real
you.
quick.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyrtown's windy conditions can make
That sounds
travel
pretty good.
and other tasks a breeze.
Hey, Deep Freeze.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
It launches on my
August
birthday.
27th.
I should probably try more chill games like that
Please look
someday.
forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
Although the feeding the customers part kind of reminds me of
Please take a look at
Overcooked,
this.
and that is stressful. What is this? Definitely not genealogy. Okay, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Really? They're not pushing this to Switch 2. Interesting. Maybe it'll be like a dual release thing, but...
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Euros.
Here, Samus
Hydra
finds
says,
a
in all
floating
fairness, Story of
jungle
Seasons
with
is
a
the OG
colossal
farm
tree
sim.
in
I
the
did not
center.
know that. Okay. Cool to see it come back then.
In order
Audrey
to
says, you look
survive
tired. I know your whole
and
party
escape
lost.
this
I'm tired
planet,
because we
he
streamed
was
late last night.
unexpectedly transported
And then I
to.
still didn't sleep for like another hour
Samus
after.
must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
I'm not giving up yet. Whether it's today or next week, I feel like we should see something. It's been a couple years. But I do have the clown makeup ready.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
One of you will have to let me know. Did Samus end up with that purple visor at the end of a different Metroid game? Or is that just completely brand new for this? I could see it going either way, but I don't remember Samus with the
As she
purple
explores
specifically.
the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers,
Oh, maybe it's that.
psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
That kind of makes sense for Metroid.
They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Yeah, that is new. But it makes sense. It fits with the gameplay. Instead of like turning into a ball and going in a hole and unlocking a door, now you'll just use a little bit of psychic energy. It fits with the like kind of mysterious vibe of some of the temples and ruins that you're going through as well.
Be her fate after being summoned to Vuros. The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تقال عشرية
Hmm.
إن تنتينا قالن شيء
What? What? That's Samus 2?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay.
Samus
let's
is about
move
to
on
play like
some more
Mewtwo in the next Smash game.
Ready to stir up some mischief?
Thomas says that's Chozo language. Okay.
Once upon
I remember the
a time,
Chozo
there was
ruins.
a drab coffee
That would
shop
make sense
that
also.
transformed into a magical potion cafe.
I guess that means the
As
Chozo were
newest
always like psychic now?
potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix
Interesting.
ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors,
Combusty.
including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
Audrey asked, so is this the
Potions you
pinnacle of
make can
Nintendo Switch 1
influence each
graphics? And
customer's
Audrey was talking about
storylines,
Metroid, but
leading
it's
to
funny,
different
it's funny
outcomes
to
every
imagine
time
that she
you
said that
play.
about this right here.
Who knows what
Yeah, guys,
mischief
this is the
might
pinnacle.
happen.
We've reached it.
Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
But no, the Metroid game looked pretty good.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Nice pixel art.
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to
Witchbrook.
master the magical arts.
Oh, this is my
During
Chucklefish.
class,
Interesting.
use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and
It
learn
looks like,
advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Stardew Valley, kind of.
There's also plenty
like
to do
isometric.
outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes.
I just said no thank
Take
you.
on
Disney.
various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells
Game
you've
of the Year
learned to
materials at
craft and
Audrey
sell
for the Disney
original
Villains
items.
Cafe.
Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and
Harry
beyond.
Potter X Stardew Valley.
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
Even the sound effects sound like that game.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Well, unique-ish.
Action,
I hope that's a good
adventure,
game.
and arcade games await. Set
very
off
SimCity
on a
vibes, isn't it?
fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world.
This looks
Can
very
you
Cuphead
uncover
coded
the
to me a little
secrets
bit.
the archipelago holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Who's Goldman?
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a
You
collection
pay
of
your
arcade
tuition in this
shoot-'em-up
game, no
games
thanks.
from across
Hello,
the
sir.
series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander,
Choops was
Light
playing
Force.
Gradius, I think, in the
Gradius
past like
2,
6 months. Really enjoying it, seemingly.
Gradius 3.
I've never really been into games that are like that.
and Salamander 2. Some titles come with
Like shoot 'em up
multiple
type
versions,
things?
including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins.
Zura says, "I
launches
give
on the
Disney
Nintendo
credit. It's
Switch
pretty
system
ballsy to have a
August
game
7th.
after that Snow
Pre-orders
White
begin
movie."
later today on Nintendo eShop.
It is nice to see the characters like
Battle
looking
to the beat
their classic
in Rift of
styles,
the
though.
NecroDancer. Press
I will
the
say.
corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat.
Seeing like
Keep
Captain
the
Hook
cadence
getting a
going
coffee
with
is
epic
also
boss battles,
interesting, I
quirky
guess.
minigames, remixed stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem
Gotta have
awaits
coffee
in the
to start your
Celeste
day when you're
Music
trying to
Pack
torture Peter Pan,
ADLC.
you know?
And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future.
Chip says, to be honest, this looks like bottom of the barrel Switch games
launches
now.
on Nintendo
I
Switch
hope not,
later
but yeah, it
today.
does kind of seem like a little bit like the crusty leftovers that we just didn't
Let's
get yet.
see what's in store.
Which I was kind of expecting, to be honest. But I don't really want Switch
Welcome
1
to
to die.
Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
Tamagotchi?
There are stores.
Isn't it Tamagotchi?
galore.
Or has
Design
every
glasses at
American
the
person
eyewear
I've ever
shop.
met that has said Tamagotchi said it wrong since
Polished
day one?
pearly whites
Is it
solo
Well,
or
actually,
with
that
a
makes sense,
friend
wouldn't it?
at the
Tamagotchi.
dentist. And arrange plates at the
Damn.
afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade
Had to
each
check in with
shop.
Choops for Gradius. Yes, he popped off. I'm sure he did. I didn't realize
In
he's live,
doing
though.
so,
Interesting.
you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
I can't get over that
With over
pronunciation.
100
Tamagotchi.
new and classic Tamagotchi,
It's like my life is a lie.
business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch
Can they still
June
die?
27th.
Can they die in the plaza? Okay. Wait, this is launching on Switch 1? Did we already know that? I don't know if we already knew that. I guess that makes sense. That's kind of concerning, though, because does that mean it's going to have worse performance than it should
Welcome
still?
to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin
Like, I kind
your
of hope that it
adventure
was
by
just for Switch
choosing one
2,
of
just so
3
that it
partner
purely
Pokemon.
had every opportunity to run
The setting
well.
is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan.
Right.
Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
I find it weird that they've decided to focus specifically on Lumio City with this style of gameplay,
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
and then they just put wild zones in it.
These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon
maybe
can
that'll be
live
interesting.
comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon
But the idea
here,
that I'm leaving a coffee shop and going across the street and catching like an Arcanine in a wild zone is just
but they
very
might be hostile.
strange sounding to
If
me,
you sense trouble,
personally.
get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found
Imagine getting
on
mauled by an
rooftops.
Ursaring as you walk down the street because it crept in from the
People
forest.
and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
I mean, graphically, it's
Trainers await
not
in
like super
battle zones.
impressive, but it definitely looks better.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge
Although I
you to
do kind
battle.
of wish there was a little bit more lighting effects going on. It's very like cell shaded-y, but a little
Strike
plain in
first
some ways.
before
Like
being
especially
seen,
the
and you'll land a
Pokemon models, I
surprise
think,
attack.
could use a little bit of lighting.
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
I like the little portraits for
And
the
with
Pokemon though.
Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more.
Supposedly there's been a lot of leaks for this game. I don't know
You'll
if there's
start at rank
credibility
Z
or
and
validity
work your
to
way
any
up
of it,
to
but
rank A.
I saw a number for the number of new Mega
Trainers who
Evolutions, and I was
reach
pretty
the top
surprised to see that
are
it was a
said
kind
to
of a
have a
high
wish
number.
granted.
So I wonder. But the thing is, they're not going to have abilities in this game because it's a Legends game. So I don't know what that means exactly. Is that more
Day
boring to have
and
Megas
night
with no cool
are
new
two
ability?
sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even
Is that
more
why they were able to
secrets
design a
waiting
lot
to
of them
be
because they didn't have to
uncovered.
worry about it?
What will you find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA
Yeah, it
launches
shipped out,
on
it shipped
Nintendo
out.
Switch later this year.
So basically, you mug people at night.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms.
Zygarde's perfect
between
city is
day
when there's like
and
street
night.
violence
It
at night.
seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Please look at. I was
Hello
gonna say,
there.
please look at Fire Emblem, and that's definitely not.
The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story, boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
Is this WarioWare?
You
or
wanna
something?
see?
What is that?
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
This looks like that weird game where you have
sounds
to
easy.
pronounce the words to get it in the ring. Thing
the
that everyone's
timing
making
is super
TikToks
tricky.
about.
Maybe you could try it in
Does
time
this
to a
imply
rhythm.
France being like that at night, says Zer? Is this Fire Emblem? This looks like genealogy to me. Dude, we got Seliph, we got Noish, we got Alec, we got Arden, we got Ira.
In
at
this
the end
game,
there?
you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
Is this?
With practice, you might even be able to play it with
I
your
assume
eyes
this is
closed.
just one mini game. I hope the whole game doesn't look like that. Oh yeah, okay.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Oh, Rhythm Heaven, okay.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Just give us a teaser for confirmation, dude.
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
And
It
now I would
includes
like to
lots of
announce a
music
brand new
produced by
entry in the Fire
renowned
Emblem
Japanese
series.
musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
What's up, Steven?
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
What does that mean?
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
They're gonna
Well,
combine
Here's what we came up with.
accounts across consoles?
Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Okay. Then what about on my Switch 2?
Your digital games will
Thomas,
be
thanks
lined
for the
up
super
as
chat.
virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
Oh, I
Here,
don't have
you can load and eject your
the
virtual
effects
game
on. Sorry
cards
for the
and
text to
manage which
speech.
games you can play on your system.
Thomas had said in before it's an Engaged Warriors game and not Fire Emblem 4. Well, I don't think that Three Hopes sold
If you have
as well
two
as they
Nintendo
hoped in
Switch
Japan, so I
systems,
kind of doubt
you
that
can
we would
eject a
see another
virtual
Fire
game
Emblem
card
Warriors
from
game.
one
Although I enjoyed
and
them,
load it onto the second.
which is unfortunate. So thank you so much, Thomas, for the super
Now
chat.
you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play.
I
on the
assume you have to
two
log into the
systems.
same My Nintendo account, right?
Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
I guess they're doing this because people are going to want their Switch 1 games on Switch 2, unless this is only a Switch 1 thing, but I
You
doubt
can
that.
also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members.
Oh,
Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the
Interesting.
title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
that's
And
pretty
you're done.
modern.
They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games
Again, it's not
even
just any
easier
account. It has to be on your
use.
family
Virtual
account. Like
game
if you
card.
set your My Nintendo account up that way. But that is interesting.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games.
If little
between
Timmy wants to
Nintendo
play
Switch
Tears of the
systems,
Kingdom, you could rent it
as
to
well
him.
as
But
to
then
Nintendo Switch
if
2
he acts
systems.
up and he doesn't do his homework,
This
you can
feature
take it
is
away.
planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Sigurd? What is this? Oh, I remember seeing a trailer for this back in the day, yeah. I wonder how much of this stuff has just been sitting waiting for Nintendo. Like, specifically, it's finished, but it's not launching yet because of having to wait for this direct or something like that. I feel like a lot of stuff got delayed in the past couple years. Glow Maid. King of Meat. Blues Lagoon. They look kind of visually interesting. What? Animal Crossing knockoff?
Uncover
They added
history once
terraforming?
more.
Wait. No.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to
I was
Nintendo
gonna say
Switch.
that looked. The art style looked
Meet
interesting.
Gustav,
It
the
caught my
royal
attention, but I could
and
tell it was
Will
not
the
mine.
Explorer.
Gustav.
Two heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
I find it very interesting that we've
Experience
reached
the
this
original
era
story,
where we are
along with brand new events that expand the vibrant
remastering
world
or
of
bringing back
Songale.
so many of these old games.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the
Chirping, said
parameter
Hungry.
inheritance system.
Hello, Hosmad.
After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses.
Play High on Life, Lucky. The dialogue is so
What
funny.
histories
I don't know
will
what that
you
is.
uncover through
Should
the
I?
ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch.
I'm sure someone's gonna be
later
thrilled about that.
today.
but never played the original.
Monumental adventures.
Is that
await.
The clown makeup, it's getting
peaceful
stronger.
journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
Very MC
Both
Escher-esque.
games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first two Monument
style's
Valley
kinda cute and
games
clean.
launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th.
But it's very zoomed out.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Fire Emblem Golf.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins.
Why are they teasing us like this as
Side
Deep
spins?
Freeze?
And other special shots.
I don't know. I mean, my hope, I guess, if I had to pick, I guess my
In
hope
the
would be that
single-player
the
challenge
new
mode,
Fire Emblem game would be for
compete in
Switch 2,
tournaments and
because I just think it
face
makes
off
more
against
sense.
a range of rivals to become the ultimate
But
golfer.
would it be fun to see something today? Yes, it would.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together.
Old men and hot
locally
babes.
or
Let's
in online play.
go.
So just relax and get ready to tee off.
Steven says,
Everybody's
wow, I
Golf
played the first
Hot
Monument
Shots
Valley
lands
like
on
10 years
Nintendo
ago. I
Switch
really liked
this
it.
year.
Good to know. Thank you. What is this? Crapped in America.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
Red Wolverine.
Pair up 2 heroes from the roster of 15, including the likes of the
Who is that with the
spectacular
sword?
Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants
Love to see me some
aerial
Venom, though.
aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for
This
an
looks like
amazing
that
array of
Teenage Mutant Ninja
possibilities.
Turtles game
And swap
that I
between your
played
team
with
of
troops
2
once
at any
that has like
time.
6 players.
Take advantage of your team's
pretty
strengths
fun,
to
to be honest.
overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4
Why that
players
golf guy
can
looks like a
assemble for
Pokemon
local
champion,
or
says
online
Lucas.
co-op play.
Yeah. The old man
The
could have been a
battle for the
Pokemon
fate
trainer
of
as
the
well.
Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion
What's up, Mark
launches on the
Tempest?
Nintendo Switch system this
There's still the other
holiday.
direct. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I hope we hear
that
something.
was Marvel
truthfully.
Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of
Whether it
different
is today or
superheroes.
next week.
Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
That was quick. Please, please. Yggdrasil Beach. Chibi Sigurd. What is this? Are those Mii's? No. Wait, they look like it.
How refreshing.
Dude, breakdancing. Mii Sports Island Resort.
Tomodachi
Oh,
Life.
Tomodachi Life.
Living
That's why it's
dream.
Mii's. Okay. The 3DS Tomodachi Life game looked very interesting. I'm actually sad I did not play it. But in retrospect, I wish I had. And the cartridge is very expensive now, I think. But someday. What?
Did you want to talk?
That was some
that was
Attack
only a
on
dream.
Titan shit.
That was Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
That's cool.
In
Glad
the
to see that
trailer,
come back,
we
though.
saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
The stream is a nightmare.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
I think Tomodachi Life would make for a really good
Thank you for
streams.
watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
What?
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
It's Legend of Zelda
Hello,
Lego.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Yeah, I just feel like this is going to be filled with random crap in
After
there.
the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
It's over, Genealogy Bros. It's over. But, I mean, like I said, I would rather see Fire Emblem news for Switch 2. I don't think it makes sense for them to launch something on Switch 1 so close to the end of its lifespan. Unless, I know that Switch 1 games also work on Switch 2, which makes sense. But unless they've, from a marketing perspective, determined that it's fine to do that, I don't think they should do that. I think if a new Fire Emblem game is coming out, it should be for Switch 2. Even if it was developed for Switch 1, at least like port the game to Switch 2 in the development process and then add some Switch 2 features or something like that and then call it a day. Even if it's like more simple, I don't know. I just think it makes more sense. I think the sales of games like Echoes and stuff were a lot more disappointing because they were at the end of a system's lifespan. So I just don't see why you'd specifically do that again. Like, why bother? With that said, though, that was the Direct. I will try to stream the Switch 2 Direct next week. In fact, now that there was nothing in this, I think that makes it even more imperative that we do that next week. But I need to get back to work. So I'll try to catch up with chat here really quick, and then we'll probably get going here. I had fun. This is decent, says Audrey. There are some interesting titles in there. Tomodachi Life would be something very interesting. I think I would like to play that on stream for sure. Putting in like meme characters like Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul and stuff like that, and messing around with that on stream, I think could be very interesting. Maybe even making some of you guys on our little island. Steven says, wasn't Echoes close to the end of the 3DS's lifespan? Yeah, I could see a remake being included at the end of Switch, but not a new game. Yeah, which is why the next in line is a genealogy of Fire Emblem 4 remake, which is what I'm personally still hoping for and holding out on, because I just think they're too traditional and ceremonial, and they love honoring the past. And I say that as Japan as a culture, so I just don't see how they wouldn't honor genealogy in some way. And there's also other little clues and details, I think, as to their thought process, because I think Sigurd becoming like the leader of the Emblem rings in Engage, I think is kind of imperative of them giving him a little bit more screen time, maybe prepping people for the fact that they might see him again or something, kind of building him up for the Western audience, whereas most of those people would not have any idea who Sigurd is. So like little things like that. And the fact that Engage was supposed to release in, what was it, 2020? And I think, I forget the exact year, but we also got confirmation that the game was submitted for ESRB rating, I think, in the summer of 2021. So after a bit of a COVID delay, it finally got submitted for an ESRB rating not too much longer after that. And to submit a game for a rating like that, you basically only submit games that are essentially finished, which means that the game was done a lot earlier than when we got it in 2023, which I think makes sense because it was supposed to be a 30-year anniversary entry for the series. And I think that's why, unfortunately, it's not a lot of people's favorites because it's kind of handcuffed to a lot of the stuff from the past. But if they finished Engaged like 2 years earlier than we got it, I don't know, that to me says that they're definitely cooking something else and it should be ready by now, I would think. Because there's also more than one team at Intelligent Systems working on things. So, yeah. Mark asks, Genealogy and Thracia. It would be nice to have them together, but they play very differently, and I don't think that they would ever sacrifice making money on selling another game. So I don't think they would be together. But yeah, if they remade one, then I would imagine that in a couple years they would use the same foundations, the same engine basically, and make the other one. So I think they would probably follow each other in a fairly short span of time. Amanda says, hope you have a great day, Stevie. Thanks, Amanda. Hope you get some sleep tonight too. I'm gonna be working tonight, but yeah, I hope as well. Saul and Dimitri get married in Tomodachi Life. See, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Dimitri would be cool to see. They've been cooking for a while. That's what I mean. I know a lot of people were like, why are you expecting something? We just got a game in 2023. But it's like that 2023 game was definitely done a lot longer than 2023, which means they've been doing something. They have to have been doing something behind the scenes. So hopefully next week we will see something. Like I said, I'll try to stream that. Otherwise, I will see you on Monday as well for some genealogy anyway. And I'll try to cook up a video for Monday as well over the weekend. But thank you guys so much. I hope this was fun. I will see you later. Bye, everybody.